Can you hear me meow? Or can you hear me now? Is that working? Looks like it's working. You gotta love technology. As I was saying, cool kids in early, Basalt, King Clancy, hanging out, leading the charge. Good evening, Gordon. Thanks for that CF performance. I would have probably gone the whole stream without noticing. Not that you miss much when I TTT, because I'm on team chat, and then anytime I'm on team chat, I tend not to chat much because there's a lot of chatter in my ear, and I don't want to really talk and disrupt things, kind of thing. Yes, but it's low. Interesting. Why is it so low? Why are you so low, bro? What is going on? How about now? Oh, that's a bit better. That should be yellow. Well, it's not. Why is it going? Negative. Hey, Joe. Hello. Hopefully that's better. It should be better-ish. My silky voice radio isn't going to hurt your ears, Gordon. Hey, Riz. There's no bet bot today. Time trial, ZRL. The betting gods say no betting during ZRL. Not yet. No, we're on we're working towards level 4. Neokio's probably good. Castle Crit. Whoa. Castle Crit's got that massive climb. Castle Crit is like the worst crit course. It's not a crit course. It is punishment. It is just like pure punishment. And to do laps of that stuff. It's not what I would call critty. It's very herdy. Too herdy. For a crit it is. In a race it's whatever, but like repeatedly doing it in laps is, ooh. It's a good Mike Bell course. Mike Bell would crush in that. Mike would destroy us all crit-wise in that. Hey, thanks for the sub, Holy Smokes. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, this is, like I said, it's going to be interesting, crit. The escalators, I guess they've also patched some draft stuff, so you get better draft on the climbs, which is good for people like me, but still will be at a disadvantage. They've made descending faster, so for those of you that barely make it to the top like myself, you're going to be in trouble if you don't push over. You're going to have to push over the crest of that climb, otherwise. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So they've changed that dynamics. They haven't fixed the escalators yet. That'll be another patch. That's a patch for another day. So it looks, you just kind of keep your pace going through, and that's kind of it. I mean, everybody kind of naturally punches on the climb. I think I'm just gonna gear down personally. Why is my heart rate not working? Temperamental thing. I forgot to charge my fourth Frontier, and we're in the Wahoo, and it's temperamental at best, this thing. There we go. Wahoo, reliable-ish. Ish. Hey, you still using the fourth Frontier, Riz? You still playing with that data? I mean, there's just so much stuff with that thing. Like, I mean, and you really got to be a doctor to understand what you're looking at. The only crappy thing about today is I slipped on the ice thanks to the dog and a squirrel. Kind of jolted my knee a bit, which is, winter sucks here for stupid things like that. I'm just glad I didn't end up flat on my back or something like that. But yeah, he just went, and it was like, I went to hold him back, and then it was just like whip. I slid about 5 feet. Just about went down. My own fault for giving him too much lead. But normally he's, you know, he's a pretty good guy. He just kind of hangs out. Yeah, it's, I don't know about your dog, Gordon, but mine, like, he is a silky terrier. So any rodent that exists is like, that's what those dogs are bred to do, is to be, you know, mousers and rat dogs, and they're just after it. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's not a good season. Hey, MK, we're doing all right. Doing all right, just kind of doing our lazy warm-up, and wasn't the dog, was just coldish on some plastic. Yeah, and that'll do it too. Here we're still cleaning up from the snowstorm, like 1.5 feet yesterday, so it's still pretty messy in most places. You know, the main roads are clear, but everything else is pretty much buried. I threw some salt down where I slipped because I don't want to be doing it again. I did not. This morning was triceps, and that was it. Race is about 33 minutes from now. Like I said, it's the TTT, so we're just keeping it JD style warm-up, light and warm. I don't think our targets are too aggressive either, which is good. Means I won't die. Yes. The TTT we like to call escalator up, escalator down. That is the one, Bass Salt. like overall, I'm hearing people like the new New York stuff, but it's I think the connectors are a bit of under thought in the whole process. It's, you know, this one especially, it's like up, down, lots of cut throughs, over the bridge, back over the bridge. Well, I think definitely everybody's had their dose of New York for this month. I got a pre-ride Elevation Empire. Got to find a ride doing that, but that doesn't look like a particularly fun course for me either. The power segments, yeah, and it's not like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really looking, like when I'm free riding like this, I'm not looking to do efforts. It's kind of how it is. I'm just looking to spin and not really throw down. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, if you want to go out and set some power records and warm up and do it, I guess maybe, but I think it's probably more in line with base camp. I'm sure it's part of their base camp series, but I don't know. It's the interesting, like the crit's a good course. I mean, yesterday I think we proved that that if you have a team and you go out and tell you the straight blast story and do things, you'll get things done. Anyway, I apologize. MK wants to hear this story. He sent me a video about the straight blast, and anybody that does martial arts will know that Bruce Lee was a Wing Chun guy that eventually developed his own art, Jeet Kune Do, and Jeet Kune Do is known for the straight blast, which comes from Wing Chun, which kind of plays on the triangle, the way they set up. It's a very stationary horse stance, like a sitting horse stance. And the straight blast, they like to go down the middle because they like to attack the center line, which is a prevailing theme in Chinese Kung Fu, is that you attack the center line, which makes sense because you can pivot your outside, but the center line tends not to move as much. Anyways, enough with the little bit there. But when I moved north for a while, once upon a time, and I was just kind of like, at that point I had been on the national team and so on and so forth, and I was just kind of like, oh, I'm going to retire from fighting, and that was it. And I went to go, and I lived in a small town called Peace River, about 5,600 people, just a little northern town. I lived in northern Alberta before in Fort McMurray, so I mean, used to the north. And I'm just like, you know what, like, I'll go train with somebody else and do something different. You have to understand at this point, like, I had been doing Kung Fu for a long time. I had been doing Judo for equally a long time, so I was kind of a mixed martial artist before mixed martial artists were cool, mainly because I had fought in Judo and thing, but I'd kept them completely separate because mixed martial arts really wasn't a thing when I was fighting. It was just kind of coming into the limelight. So I decided to go join whatever martial arts school. I went to a Taekwondo school. That's another story for another day. Didn't work out there. Went, and there was this guy who was like, hey, there's this guy and he teaches Jeet Kune Do. And ironically, he taught Taekwondo as well. But yeah, again. So I went, and these guys are there, and they're all doing their thing, and they're doing the straight blast. And I watch, and, you know, being a fighter and somebody that's been around for a long time, you know, I just kind of watch, and, you know, retired. And I'm not saying much. Like, I'm like, oh, you know, I've trained a bit and all this kind of stuff. I'm just kind of keeping it low key. And ultimately, they do this straight blast, and it's like, this is what we're all about, is this straight blast. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, you know, it's so many punches so rapid, like you can't do anything about it. You know, it's like you're just on the train track and you just go forward and that's it. And it's like, oh, okay. And he's like, I guess I was probably like, well, that's cool, but whatever. Kind of look on my face, and he's like, well, you don't seem to agree. And I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to really get into this, but, and it's like, well, you know, I said, it's fine. I said, but you know, trains are linear. And he says, well, you know, you can't stop it. And I'm like, I mean, you don't have to stop it. Basically, you know, he's like, well, and these guys were wearing motorcycle helmets to protect their face so they could actually punch, and wearing like the Jeet Kune Do gloves, which if you remember, Enter the Dragon are big gloves. And he's like, well, just show us. I'm like, okay. So he's like, this guy's gonna straight blast you, blah, 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 blah. You know, he'll ease up. He goes, but you're gonna be overwhelmed. And I'm like, okay. So a guy comes at it and he's like, starts throwing these punches like a train. I take about half step back, 45-degree turn, slap the arm, and then just hook him, and it was done. Knock the plastic off the motorcycle helmet, and it was over. And it's like, it's great. I said, if you stand in front of a train, it's gonna run you over. You just have to move to the side. Like, that's really what it is. But needless to say, I didn't go back to that school either, and wasn't particularly welcome there either. And then ended up opening my own school, coming out of retirement, and then training 7 guys to become national champs. And that's kind of the short version of my life up there, I guess. Do I not get out with Mitch anymore? No, Mitch, Zwift dude, is he's pretty busy. Like, he's a family man now, so he's got a lot of responsibilities. I mean, he's jumping on the bike and riding when he can. I don't speak to him as much. Like, you know, I used to speak to the guy every day, but I mean, when you got a young family, it's your priorities are your priorities. I mean, he still gets out and rides and all that kind of stuff, but you know, he's still doing the vlogs. You'll see us on occasion. I think he had a vlog a while ago where we went past him one way, myself, Rob, and Coach Steve, and then I think we talked for a second, and then there's another one where myself and Rob were going and blew past him. We typically ride the same route because it's fast and it's like, call it the highway, even though it's not a highway. But yeah, no, I see him from time to time. It's, I mean, obviously, like I said, when you have big life changes, things are going to happen. So I think he's talking about that at this point in his vlog. His vlogs, much like my vlogs used to be when I was putting vlogs out, are very old compared to like what's happening now. To then, there's like a few months delay, because it's the only way to do it here, because you got to record enough through winter. Hey, Miguel. But yeah, no, Mitch is doing good. If you haven't seen his channel in a while, he was on the Cervelo. He was one of my Specialized teammates when Specialized and us parted ways. He was on the Cervelo for a bit, and now he's back on an SL8. So having fun, so that's good. And he's always, you know, rocking something new. I mean, he's got the other Cervelo as well. He's like me, he's got a Cervelo gravel bike. currently, although I think he's looking to switch that up too. I know we were talking about the NV Mog earlier in the season. I've been looking potentially at getting something that can fit some bigger tires. I kind of like the idea of the Pinarello Gravel or Greville because you can get 50 mil tires in there, which would make a huge difference. But you know, gravel's a weird beast, and you know, I think it's just a matter of time before people start riding more with full suspension. I know Dylan Johnson, I think, did it for Unbound. Granted, it wasn't designed necessarily for that. I mean, Canyon has some gravel bikes that have, you know, suspension forks. I mean, suspension makes your life a lot nicer. And I mean, it's they've come a long way with lockouts and brains and all that kind of stuff, so you don't lose the power that you maybe once did. And I mean, it's you can ride a bike a lot harder through the rough stuff when you've got suspension. I mean, I've got a Imperial Evil dirt jump bike that I still have, that I got from Evil years ago. And I love that bike. It is basically a right angle bike. It looks like a right angle. It is a very strong bike. I have ridden it. If you've ever watched, if you Google Mount 7 Psychosis, that's in Golden. So Mount 7 is the big mountain there. I've ridden that down Mount 7, which if you watch Psychosis, you'll see guys race. I mean, there's a hardtail division for Psychosis as well, but it's a pretty gnarly mountain. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun to ride. It's got some pretty big features. But I had like a single crown DJ, like 3-inch travel fork, and I've ridden that mountain on it. So I mean, you start adding a couple inches, 2-3 inches of travel, dirt bikes, or gravel bikes become, you know, much more capable in the rough stuff and the dirt, as well as, like, you know, you start looking at you know, doing bigger and bigger things in them. Like, I can't remember, his name eludes me for the moment, but there's a guy that did some big stuff on a gravel bike, like just riding it out. And again, like, when you start going into that, like, you know, you start really kind of breaking things like frames and crank arms and bottom brackets and all sorts of stuff. Although I would say this, like, you know, with a mountain bike, you're here, right? You need that pump. I mean, you can do it. It's a lot tighter on a gravel bike. Might be a little more sketchy at the end of the day, but it's all good. It's all good. So Miguel will be racing ZRL as well. I think Mike rode this morning. I think he's riding again tonight like a madman. Miguel's stream will be same time. It'll be same race time. He'll be starting in 25 minutes. Just a different division, different teams. They broke up the band. Miguel and I were on the championship team last year. And then Miguel did a stunningly awesome job of losing that weight and keeping the power, and is in full beast mode now, which is awesome. And you got to watch his video this week, because he set a PR that is well worth watching if you haven't done so already. It's always nice to get those PRs. And as well, like, I think MK got a PR yesterday in that race. which is well worth watching as well, because and across multiple sources, because there was a lot going on in that race. Is there a way for you and Miguel to live stream at the same time if you're in the same race? Oh yeah, people will do it. They just run multiple windows, I guess. Is there any way for us to stream together? Is a little more complicated. Yeah, it becomes a complicated thing. Like Twitch enables it where you can like co-stream, which is kind of cool. YouTube hasn't done it yet. I imagine it'll be coming in days. I think they're more focused on getting the vertical issue done, which is within their own platform. So YouTube is looking to have horizontal and vertical streams with the chat combined, because at the end of the day, if you stream vertical now, which you can do, you'll lose out on that chat, or you have to have multiple windows open for the chat, and it gets stressful on the machine, to say the least. Like I said, so yeah, it would be nice to do. It would be nice if YouTube could do it natively too. Like if you could select like multiple angles and like have them all run concurrently and timed. I don't know how that would work with the delay, because like I think I've got mine set to like normal. You can set up different latencies. So there's always like if you're racing, you'll notice it, because you'll be like, somebody will do something and it will happen a second or two later on stream. And that's why anytime anybody asks a question, typically it's like, if I'm paying attention, even if I answer right away, there is a little bit of a delay. Versus, that's really tight. But it would be a cool feature, especially for sport. I mean, like I said, it's possible because Twitch does it. Oh yeah. And there's other things, like if you watch like Nathan and Rob's like in the drops, which is now no longer running. Like, you know, Nathan's in Australia, Rob's in the UK, and then like anybody that would guest would kind of like portal in, and there's ways to do it. But again, it's, you know, it gets, the more you have going on, the tougher it gets, and it gets to a point like there are things that I would love to do for a stream that, you know, then we're talking about, you know, getting somebody to actively work cameras and switch and do things and blah, 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 blah. It just becomes, you would have to hire somebody, and unfortunately, you know, we're not that big a YouTuber to be in that category. I think at some point, you know, when somebody starts cresting, I want to say like when they're in the like 100, like 500,000 subscribers, they're probably in a position where they can do some pretty cool stuff. Otherwise, you're just kind of left to your own devices. And I mean, that's the impressive thing with YouTube, is there's a lot of people, and a lot of people, like, I mean, if you have kids, it's a good way to involve your kids, because they can learn some really good skills, to be honest. And they're probably, you know, for those of us that are older, probably going to pick on it better and know more things and learn a lot faster at the end of the day. And then, you know, some people use their spouses, and some people like my friend Matt, who used to be here in Calgary and part of YouTube Calgary, has since moved to Vancouver and now part of Vancouver YouTube. Like his entire house are all YouTubers, and they all help each other out, whether it's editing audio content, you know, co-starring in each other's videos, like doing those things. Like it goes a long way. All those kind of things. Like, I mean, you know, Zwift has an awesome community and awesome community members and stuff like that, but it's not unique to Zwift either. Like, I mean, there are people that are doing that, and Zwift very, very niche. I mean, I think there are even some people like husband wife. I'm trying to remember his name. Is it like Zico Torre? Zico Torre, is he the one that streams with his wife? He's mostly on Twitch. That's where I see him mostly. But yeah, it's like they will co-stream together. I mean, if you were young and athletic and maybe looking to get, you know, something, I mean, that might be a cool thing, to be honest. Like, you have a bunch of people that live in Zwift together and you're all, you know, side by side, much like the, I don't know if you guys watched the Zwift, like find the next big person for Alpecin de Koenig. I forget what it was called, Zwift. The next big Zwifter, or I can't remember what they actually call it, but GCN put it on. I mean, the production value is really, really good. Or you just become something like GCN. I mean, GCN's kind of really like a media station to begin with. I mean, I don't know what their financial backing is and who runs that, but I'm sure they're doing okay. I'm sure all those guys are doing all right. I'm sure it's a pretty fun gig, but I'm also sure it's a lot of work that those guys put in. Again, I just watched the one from South America where Ollie and Simon goes down south, and it's pretty cool, man. Like going to Bolivia and riding like that and filming. I mean, that's the dream, I think, for a lot of people, is just kind of like ride your bikes and do the things. I mean, you can have a lot of fun on a bike, and it doesn't have to necessarily be racing all the time. Oh, what do we got? We got like 16 minutes. I think we're like 5 or 6K away from upgrading this bad boy, if that. In about 10 minutes here, I'll jump in chat, and then unfortunately, we'll have to ignore you guys a little bit. Again, I'm running it through the phone into the headset and out through the computer, so you won't hear any chatting. I just want to make sure that I get a couple clean streams before we start throwing junk back in. Make sure like we didn't do something to make it crash. And then slowly add things to determine what it was. And then get back to anybody that's not watching on Twitch and watching here and prefers Twitch. And get back there at some point too, once that goes. Same thing with Kick, if I ever decide to stream there again. I didn't feel it was worth the bandwidth. I hate to say it. Sorry, Kick. Just how it is. And I mean, I guess we could always try the TikTok thing. I don't know. Zwift and TikTok, I just don't see as being a match. I mean, anybody that I've seen streaming on there, it's entertaining. They pretend to be robots, and it's like, thanks for the rose, thanks for the rose. Bzz, bzz. Oh, it's crazy stuff. Crazy. If anybody's been on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. I watch stuff on there. I just don't really put content on there. I should have. It's funny because I had an account on that thing since it was Musical.ly. Oh, somebody's asking, when do I get the shaved legs unlocked? That would actually be a great unlock feature. Shaved legs. Get an extra 5 watts. It'd be hilarious. I got winter fur, so we're all good. I go full Sasquatch in the winter. I don't care. It's once the full tights go on, it's like no more shaving. I mean, I guess the problem is if you go down, like you're still gonna get a big messy kind of thing going on. Oh, and I also figured out what's going on with the names. Hey, how's it going still? Or Embrace the Suck? With the names, so what YouTube has done, from what I've been told, is that everybody has like a channel name. So mine's Jade Durham. It came out months ago. You could set it. It's unique. So what they told me is that if you set the name, right, it's unique. But channel names are not necessarily unique. So the reason that they're doing it, and the reason it's like, I'm part of the beta test thing, so sometimes they test things on this stream that new features and such. Sometimes they tell us, sometimes they don't, like the @. So like Gordon7904 is what your channel is actually called. You can change that, but it has to be unique. So there's probably 7,903 Gordons before Gordon, so there you go. 5 watts for some, for less fluffy, maybe 1 or 2 watts. There you go. There you go, Clancy. Degrees of stubble. And maybe you can earn it by like how many hours on the bike you have in a week. Or as long as you maintain a certain number of hours, you have shaved legs. Best of luck to you as well, Miguel. Have a good race, my man. You guys have been killing that division, killing it. And we got 11 minutes left. Like I said, I've got maybe 4 or 5 kilometers. Thanks, MK. And then we are got some money to spend. Like I said, the nice thing with these Zwift bikes yeah, that's why, Thomas. I mean, I'm lucky my name's unique in the sense that there's not a lot of people with my last name. Most people that have my last name will come from, for those of you in the UK, like you may be, it's a small place, but Annan, so like Dumfries area, that's where most of the Durham clan is, but Annan, Mount Annan, that's where we're from. Most of my extended family is there still. Little small place. My grandparents used to live in Astriggs, which was a few miles away from there, in Gretna. But yeah, it's you know, I used to see the power plant stacks from my grandparents' place. So yes, yeah, I have to do that because I have not really eaten anything for a few hours. Good call, MK. It might be the last of it. Little nip left. And as far as other things, some things I hinted at, hopefully I'll have some news in the coming days. Just sent another reply, so we'll see what comes of that. Chatted with a couple people in the Discord yesterday about it. And things are slowly moving forward. You know what? I'm just gonna not even worry about the bike and get in the event. And make sure that we're all good. Yeah, we got like 3 kilometers to go. Good old level 5 KDEX try. I do have that as well, because I may need the caffeine. Always chugging the maple syrup, what can I say? And I'm thinking we're going to call our little first series in January, we're going to call it the Syrup Cup. It's just how my primitive ape-like mind works. All right. All right, looks like people's in the chat. Appreciate you all dropping in and watching. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so, thumbs up. Again, my apologies when I do team races like this, that I do ignore the chat because I do have to be responsible to my teammates. So it means I have to be irresponsible to you. And my apologies for that. But, I mean, let's be honest, I just breathe heavy anyways. Most of the time when the race starts, there's not much chatting anyways. Unless there's a sit-up part. Evening, gents. Just kind of hold whatever we're holding, I think is kind of the thing. You're gonna probably want to gear down because you're gonna bog down. It's kind of a 300 watt flat boost, so results vary depending on your weight. I mean, obviously the lighter riders are gonna get a lot more bang for their buck there. Zwift just updated the drafting, so the drafting should be a little bit better, but they still haven't fixed the escalators, so the escalators are still a wild card. A free 300 watts. We'll still probably be doing 3. Well, we just want to kind of stick with our thing. I think the thing is you want to avoid is, we just want to avoid like someone like me who would do 1,000 watts into that stupid thing. Doing that because it's just gonna make me tired, and then I'm gonna want to rest, and it's gonna slow us down overall. So just, I think, keep it smooth is kind of the thing, you know. Yeah. If you don't pedal, you'll get 26 kilometers an hour, but we'll probably be hitting that thing in the 40s, mid 40s, I would think, at least. And if we're doing about 300, the lighter guys are going to lose about 3 or 4 kilometers an hour, and guys like me are going to lose about 10. So, yeah, so. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And I mean, the bigger guys might be at the front anyways, because like it's pretty flat down there. Like it's, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's, but anytime you go down, like that's 0%. It's 0%, and then it's 19 down. So you're gonna notice the big guys too accelerate through. As a big guy, you'll end up super tucking that. you if you're on a regular road bike. Like it's an interesting dynamic. Yeah, we got the bridge twice, and like it's pretty uneventful. The start's got a couple bumps, the end's got a couple bumps, obviously, because you come back. It's basically an out and back. So we'll go through the park, and then it'll be up, down, up, down, up, down, over the bridge, and then up, down, and then you go around the big loop at the other park, and then you come back over the bridge, and then same pattern, and then back to the finish. That is horrible. I have a sneaky suspicion the last one's going to be horrible too. It's called Empire Elevation. So it's like, I think again, it's kind of like an out and back, but you finish up the KOM. So, and just given the name, I haven't looked at the stats yet, but it just leads me to believe that it's going to be the elevation of the Empire State Building. Whatever. Yeah. 800 feet, and most of it coming probably at the end. Oh, I'm here. I was just filling that gap for a second. JD on, 3:30. Coming off in 5, 2, 1, I'm off. You okay back there, Franco? All right. I was just waiting for you to pull through, but. Ooh, carry a lot of speed down that thing. Not even pedaling, I'm flying past everybody. Elevator coming, just keep your pace. Maybe drop a couple gears, just keep your pace. Yeah. Is everybody here? All right, I'm on. Coming off in 5, and I'm off. JD on deck. JD on. Ramp in coming. JD's off. JD on deck. JD on. I'll take us to 15:30. Just a little bit left, boys. It's downhill after the banner. Coming off in 2, 1. Take a drink, boys. Sorry, I'm just pulling through because gravity. Oh, gravity's so much fun. I'm like soft pedaling and it's like I'm still accelerating. JD in the hole. Escalator down, coming up. JD on, hands in the air, whee! Coming off in 5, 2, 1, I'm off. So this ramp out has a little bit of an extension on it for about 400 meters. Okay. JD's on, just let me know when you're back on. Let me know when we're all connected and I'll speed back up. All right. Easing off a hair. Let us know when you're all connected. All right. Take us to 24. Off in 5. I'm off. That's how the chunky boys roll. I wish I was 160 pounds. I'd be a climber. Franco. JD on. Yeah. Elevator incoming. I'll take us to the top and then I'm off. Nice work, boys. All right, start going up, boys. Stay tight, stay steady. This way up isn't as bad as the other way. It's a lot flatter this way. I also might be lying, but you'll never know. JD on deck. JD's on. Let's keep working, boys. It's good. Sprint banner's coming. Downhill coming. Nice work, gents. Keep it coming. Nice work. JD's off in 5. JD's off early, I guess. It's all good. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go. You're almost there. Come on. I know. Come on, Eric. Come on, Eric. You're almost there. Just take the momentum, go through. Just keep it organic here, boys. There we go. Push through, Eric. Get in the middle there, get some rest. Nicely done. Nicely done, boys. Okay, let's keep it, I don't know who's fresh and what, but let's just keep it organic. I will take some longer pulls if I can. And Hard part's done. It's a little lumpy in the park on the way back, but it's short. Okay, I'm taking a wee breather off the front. Okay, easing off. Thank you. Small gap between 3 and 4. Four and 5. Steady up the escalator. Nice work, boys. Nice work. Nice work, boys. You're doing awesome, man. Escalator coming. Ooh, bogged down bad there. Everybody's here. We're looking good.
Ale, 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 ale.
Good work, boys. Keep it going. Come on, Eric. Couple hard pedal strokes, it's downhill. Oh, look at me lying again.
Go JD. Go JD. It's kind of sucking, but go JD.
Push, push. All in, boys. Whew. Nicely done. Whew. Whew. Ah. Crazy. Craziness. Ah. How you doing, Tim? Oh. Oh. Nice work, everybody. That was great communication, good talking. Good job filling gaps. Oh, and next week I'm gonna go out like hellfire. If I blow up in the first 3 laps, I won't be surprised. But my plan is to hurt some people bad in that first few bits. Glasgow crit. Yeah, it's my jam. I'm gonna punch that kicker so hard. Preem every KOM and sprint section. So the crappy part that everybody's got to watch out for is that first sprint segment is like right out of the gate. So make sure you're warmed up. And like, in all honesty, like, don't go to win that segment unless you're like 65 pounds soaking wet and know you're going to get dropped in that race. then do whatever you want. But like, the big thing is like, go hard enough that you keep up with the group for that first one, right? Because it might split early, right? So you don't. And the problem is the Clyde that they'll kick again. So it's like, some guys go like full out for the first one, like some guys that aren't gonna make the whole thing, and they'll full out sprint, and that's their race, right? And then they'll drop back and help, get lapped and all that kind of stuff and help pull for guys. But yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. I think there was a couple segments where we had to like slow to kind of regroup. So it's like, it'll be the elastic band. So we probably were faster in segments, but slower in others. And it just depends where those things happened, right? Like, and I mean, I was going to say the escalator could be it too, right? Like, I mean, if you've got a lighter team, they're going to move way faster up that thing. And I don't know about you guys, but like, even like dropping gears, I was still bogging down. Yeah. So. Yeah, they just don't want you to lose the momentum, right? I think there's a couple things in play. Like somebody said, there's a flat 300 watts. So if you're 50 kilos, that 300 watts will benefit you more than if you're 100 kilos. And then you've got a 19% gradient. So if you're going faster than, I think you just go 0 up there. I think I was going up at 26. If anybody wants to level up the Athos, all you do is you get on one of those ramps and you do circles, so you don't pedal, and you'll get the elevation. You'll, you'll get about 2,000 meters an hour. So don't ask me how I know, and it is possible to Everest there. Also, don't ask me how I know. Yeah, but it's, it's an in-game dynamic. So what can you say? They'll fix it though. It'll be gone next patch, 100%. But so basically, if you're going more than 26, then whatever ratio of speed 19% would take off of you based on your watts, that's what's going to happen, right? So again, the bigger rider's going to get penalized again. So, but hopefully they fix it, because it just makes it's a weird TT course because of it. All right. All right, guys, that's that. Hey, Miguel, how'd you end up doing? That was tough. Thanks, Clancy. That was a lot. That was a lot of pulling for me for a change, for a guy that doesn't pull much. Wow, that was good. It was a good workout for me. Glad I saved myself a little bit yesterday and blew up early, and then just kind of stuck around for the final little bit. But yeah, it's a weird TT course overall. Verdict's kind of out for me on it. I don't know if I don't think I like the escalators as a feature. Given what it is, it's just kind of a weird thing. I guess maybe it's just you got to learn how to deal with them, and that's kind of it. And it will vary from race to race to race. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's ZRL. We'll be doing rhinos. Oh, thanks, Thomas. My head was down for a lot of that. Like, I was just like, I could tell people were tiring. I was okay holding that 295, 300 watts on the front for little bits of stints, and then I could just roll off, and then, the pace would slow, and then just get back up, like get a little bit of recovery, and it's okay. I'm usually okay like that. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like, I watched a bit of because I was at work, I watched a bit of your stream today. I watched a bit of Mike's. I was kind of like popping into people's stream because I wanted to see how everybody dealt with the escalators. And I still, after even riding it and, watching, I don't know what the best strategy is. I think just kind of like getting through it and being together is kind of the big thing. and like just immediately calling out that you're all together and getting back on the gas. So I don't know. But anyways, appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, please like, and we'll catch you all later. Appreciate you all dropping in, and we'll see you on Thursday for some crit racing. Later.